Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Post Route Show. And now, here's your host, W. Earl Kitchings.
Good evening and welcome to the Post Route, the show where we dive deep into conversations with Black quarterbacks, both past and present. I'm your host, W. Earl Kitchings. This show, proudly brought to you by Quarter Five Back. If you don't know, let me just remind you, the preeminent fraternity for Black quarterbacks and home of the prestigious BIP Memorial Trophy, the only national award that honors both the top HBCU quarterback and the top Black quarterback from high schools across America. We're thrilled to have you with us as always tonight. And if you enjoy our content and enjoy what we're doing and continue to do, all we ask is you provide us with some support. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Check us out on Instagram at quarter_5_back. Join us live every Monday night at 7 p.m. for more phenomenal conversations. Well, it's October, and we are midway through the 2025 season, and man, things are just happening all over the place. And we're excited to know that high school football is, ramped up and running, going well. College football is doing its thing. And of course, there are no more undefeated teams in the NFL. So those guys from the 72, 73 Dolphins, they just popped open another bottle of champagne because that 15-0 record that they set 50 years ago, still intact. But enough of that. Tonight, we've got a special guest coming to us by way of Cleveland, Ohio, plays football down at Allen University. So we're going to be talking with him a little later as our guest tonight. But as we've shared with you on the first show of every new month, we like to do our honors, and we like to start our honors off by recognizing our posthumous fraternity brother who we will be inducting and bringing into our show tonight. Now, you know, nicknames have a lot to do with something you display physically, intangibly. I don't know where some of these nicknames come from. But, man, if you got a nickname and your nickname is Choo Choo, you got to be special. And our posthumous honoree tonight is none other than Charlie Choo Choo Brackens, quarterback who played at Prairie View A&M University between 1951 and 1955. Let me just give you a little bio on this gentleman. Choo Choo Brackens played at Prairie View and was a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers of the NFL in 1955. He was a 3-year starter under head coach Billy Nix, an iconic Black college coach from back in the 50s and 60s. And Brackens led the Panthers to 33 out of 37 victories in the SWAC conference. He was a big, tall guy, 6'2", 205 pounds. And back in the 50s, that was a big guy. Trust me. He was selected by the Green Bay Packers in the 16th round of the 55 NFL draft, making him the first HBCU alumnus to play quarterback in the NFL. Let me say that again. In 1955, 16th round pick for the Green Bay Packers made Charlie Brackens the first alumnus of an HBCU to play quarterback in the NFL. As brief as his time was, and we know some of the things that go on, he played one game in 55 against the Cleveland Browns. Isn't that ironic that our guest is from Cleveland? And then that game was not a success for him. Then they put him on waivers after that game. Imagine being put on waivers after your first and only time playing. He tried out as a defensive back, and we know the story. You just want to get in the league and get a chance to play. So he tried out with other teams in the NFL, but he never got a chance ever again to play in the NFL. Choo Choo Brackens died from cancer in 1991. In 2013, he was elected to the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Our posthumous honoree tonight, Charlie Choo Choo Brackens, Prairie View A&M 1951-58. Now, we're going to move on to our other honors for the night, starting with our HBCU Quarterback of the Week, hailing from West Virginia State University, Caleb Jackson, the junior. Quarterback. Played in a great game against West Liberty last Saturday, a 19-yard pass to Malik Baker for just his third score of the day. However, in a Hail Mary pass with no time remaining in the game, West Liberty was able to pull out the victory in a crazy fourth quarter where they had 6 scores to happen and 3 ties. But our quarterback of the week, Caleb Jackson, a junior from West Virginia State University. Congratulations, Caleb. Now, let me go to our watch list for HBCUs for this week. And again, we are happy to be bringing you this list of guys because the list keeps changing. So we're going to start from number 15 and work our way up. At number 15, Cameron Ransom, Bethune-Cookman at number 15. At number 14, Jacobian Morgan, a junior from Jackson State. He's at 929 yards and 6 touchdowns. At number 13, Christian Peters, a graduate student from Arkansas Pine Bluff out of the SWAC Conference at 981 yards. At number 12, Brinley Vandiver from Miles College out of the SIAC. The redshirt junior has 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. At number 11, another SIAC product, Raquan Beal, the senior from Tuskegee, 1,058 yards and 8 touchdowns. At number 10, Cornelius Brown, a senior, Alabama A&M. He missed a week but bounced back and got his numbers up. 4 games into the season, he's at 1,000 yards, 1,060 yards to be exact, 7 touchdowns. At number 9, Torrance Bardell, the graduate student from Kentucky State, another SIAC product, 1,086 yards and 12 touchdowns. At number 8, and I know you're going to say, man, is it just the SIAC guys? What can I say? Noah Bowden, a senior at Edward Waters University out of the SIAC, 5 games, 1,188 yards and 9 touchdowns. At number 7, our quarterback of the week, Caleb Jackson, a junior from West Virginia State, 1,268 yards, 9 touchdowns. At number 6, Miles Scott, the junior from Morehouse, another SIAC guy, 5 games, 1,269 yards, 9 touchdowns. At number 5, Rasan Matthews, a redshirt freshman from Virginia State and the CIAA, 1,318 yards, 11 touchdowns on the year. At number 4, a guy we're looking at because we're expecting him to have a fantastic finish to the end of this year, Andrew Body, the redshirt junior from Alabama State and the SWAC Conference, 1,380 yards, 18 touchdowns on the year. At number 3, Dalen Lee, the junior from Winston-Salem State out of the CIAA. 6 games into the year, he's at 1,424 yards, 13 touchdowns. Now, 3, 2, and 1, they are almost neck and neck. At number 2, from Allen University out of the SIAC, Jameer Dismukes, 1,427 yards and 9 touchdowns. And our leader at the top of the board right now, at just 15 yards past Dismukes, 1,442 yards, 13 touchdowns from Johnson C. Smith University, Kelvin Durham, the senior quarterback leading the Bulls in a very hotly contested CIAA race. That is our top 15 quarterbacks for our HBCUs. So when we get to the halfway point of tonight's show, I'm going to bring you our high school quarterback of the week and our top 15 guys from the high schools. But until then, let me just get back to our guest for tonight's show, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio. And we talked about how many great colleges are in the Ohio state. I don't know how he was able to sneak out, but he did to get down to South Carolina. A product of Benedictine High School out of Cleveland by way of a community college, and now he is at Allen University. We're so honored to have him on our show tonight. Please welcome my guest, Mr. Carlton Yarboro. Carlton, good evening and welcome to the Post Route.
Pleasure having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you heard where your man was, Jameer Dismukes, number 2. Last week he was number 1. He dropped just a little bit, but man, what is it like being in the quarterback room with a guy like that? Because you were telling me, man, the quarterback room at Allen is something special. What is it like to be playing with a guy like that?
Most definitely. It comes with a lot of experience, as I stated before. But it's very controlled. I can say it like that. Our offense comes with a lot of answers to different defenses we might see. We have a lot of talent. Like I said, we have speed, we have experience, we have knowledge. So just being behind a guy like that, it's definitely safe. I can say it like that for sure. I'm learning.
Okay. What kind of conversations do the two of you have pre-game, pre-week, and then during the course of a game? What kind of conversations are you guys having?
Pretty much strictly just football.
Okay.
We talk about everything, and it's almost on the fly. Maybe we catch each other going to class. We might catch each other coming outside of our dorms. But the fact that he is level-headed enough to leave the door open for me, it's definitely a good thing to see.
Are you maybe like his second set of eyes on the sideline, man, to maybe look at some things and point it out to him about what the defense may be doing or favoring to help you guys expose that?
Yeah, I can say that. I can say we had different conversations as far as, especially in this past week, since it was a home game.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But we definitely have conversations on the iPad maybe or in the film room about what he could have checked into, what he has seen, what coverage they're trying to use on him, and different ways we could attack that as well. So I would say I am like a second pair of eyes. We could say that as well.
How much time do you guys spend in the film room, man, from week to week? I mean,
if we have a good week, possibly 2 times a day.
Okay.
That can vary between 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Gotcha. Man, too bad you don't get college credit for quarterback film room.
I would.
Right?
Eligible would not be a thing.
Have you come to believe that the amount of time you have to deal with learning and film room and things like that increased since you were at the JUCO level?
I would say it has. Well, I did come from a Division II school originally.
Okay.
Where film study was very important. It did take a dip, I can say, in JUCO.
Yeah.
But I definitely came back to the basics, coming back to a Division II school.
Okay. Now, I know that you said you were at Wabash. Is that correct?
Walsh University.
I'm sorry. Okay, you were at Walsh, and then you went to a JUCO. So you are still just in the phase of just learning more about this game called football each and every, not day, but each and every week and each and every Saturday, because
yes, sir.
The talent in the SIAC, man, it's kind of hot.
Yes, sir.
Thus far in the year, what would you say has been the toughest game for the Yellow Jackets?
If I could be honest, it's been the game upon ourselves, really.
Okay.
So I can definitely say that finding continuity in between each other has been our biggest struggle. Other than that, being as honest as I can, I don't think any
Sure.
school in the SIAC can mess with the Allen Yellow Jackets.
Okay. So with that type of confidence, because like they say, it ain't bragging if you can back it up.
No,
You
for
know,
sure.
uh, do you see Allen and do you see your team being in the mix for making a run at the SIAC championship?
Funny enough, we did just have a conversation about this not too long ago.
Okay.
We definitely agreed that there is some component missing within our play,
Okay.
and I feel that if in between now and before Saturday, if we could figure it out, I could definitely say that we will be one of the teams at the end of the year with a long extended season.
Man, there's nothing like being in that championship mix, man. So I can just imagine you guys, especially when you're winning and the target is now on your back. It's a target on one school, it's a target on another school, it's a target on our back. So I know right now, I know Albany State, Edward Waters, Allen, you guys are in some hotly contested games, man, that each one of them counts.
Yes, sir.
Man, I can just imagine what the intensity is like. When is homecoming for you guys?
Homecoming is November 8th. We got that marked on the calendar.
Well, November 8th is a special day to me. Yeah.
Is that the man's birthday?
That's the birthday. That's a special day to me. So I'm definitely
we gotta give you a good present and win. We got to.
I'm definitely gonna be calling you up after that game, man, and checking in with you, man, to find out how things went. Because I want to hear from you how things went on that particular game, man. But most times homecomings are supposed to be games that are supposed to be easy dubs. But sometimes, man, you get a surprise.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes you get a surprise. So okay. So help our fans. What's you guys' record right now?
If I'm not mistaken, we are 2-3.
2-3. Okay. Still got time to turn it around.
Definitely.
Got time to turn it
no
around.
Pressure. No pressure.
Absolutely. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier about, football, and we were talking about all the teams, the colleges up in Ohio. And I asked you, how did you ever sneak out of Ohio with as many schools up there that, man, we just talked about the Division I and the FCS schools. I can't even tell you how many Division II schools are in Ohio. I mean, because it would probably blow my mind.
Yes, sir. We got many. We got a lot of D3 schools, powerhouses like Mount Union.
Yeah. Okay. Say no more.
Yeah.
Mount Union is definitely D power Division III powerhouse. Yeah.
Sir,
okay.
Yes, sir. We definitely have a couple of D2s as well. We have our Finleys, our Ashlands.
Okay.
We did talk about the Division I schools as far as our Kents, Youngstowns, Akrons, and many more to name if we being honest. But the way I can say God worked in my life to send me all the way down to South Carolina was nothing but Him. I wouldn't say I snuck out, but I am the runt of the pack, so I'll say it like that.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they are happy to have you at Allen with your talent and skill sets and what you bring to the table. So it is by no mistake that you end up at Allen because you've already identified that if the man upstairs sent me there, that's where he wants me to be.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about what it was like playing high school football up in Cleveland, man, because, down here in the South, we don't hear much about – we don't get it firsthand all the time. And, we hear about some schools up in Ohio. But what was it like to play football up in the Cleveland area? I mean, a lot of schools up there, a lot of dominant schools. I mean, Smash Mouth, or is like you guys are really doing some other things besides just running the football up there in Ohio?
No. We definitely have. No, I'm glad you said that. We have some running backs as well.
Okay.
That might be leading the nation if I'm not mistaken, but it's definitely physical football.
Yeah.
If I could give it to one word, it's definitely physical football.
Okay.
The IQ is there for some of the guys. We have some of the biggest games of the year. Like I was stating before, we have our Battle of the Saints, which would be our St. Edwards and our St. Ignatius. But we also have some schools like our Glenville, which is led by Coach Ted Ginn Sr. The school I came from is Benedictine High School, which has great history as far as championships, city championships. And now we're doing some more national traveling. So we're definitely looking to spread our name and get back to where football started.
I guess if there was one high school that just comes to mind about Ohio, man, Moeller.
Oh, our Bishop Moeller, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So everybody probably in every state's got one or two schools that's just on the radar at a very high level. But like down here in Florida, it's probably St. Aquinas. I mean, everybody probably knows about St. Aquinas down here. Mater D out there in California.
Definitely.
Woo, man. Definitely. So has it been a big adjustment for you to leave Ohio and come to South Carolina, where it's just a little bit more relaxed? I'm not going to say what we said earlier, but just not as paced like you're used to. Has it been easy for you to make that transition?
Some days it has been easier. Some days it has been a little challenging for me. But the days that it is challenging for me, I try to focus on the mission and not my mood. So that definitely helps me a lot as far as getting up day by day and just making sure that I wake up and get out of bed. That's my first challenge.
Okay. Now, you were telling me that you graduated high school in 2022.
Correct.
And because of your dad's health issues, you had to step away from that. First, let me ask you, how is your dad doing?
He's doing perfect right now. I actually just talked to him not too long ago.
Okay.
He's pretty much just talking about his we're gonna speak it into existence, his second successful transplant.
Okay.
So right now we're focusing on the lungs.
Okay. Well, we will
kidneys, and we're gonna move forward from that.
Well, we're going to keep him uplifted in prayer, man, because health, you can't buy enough good health. So we're going to pray that your dad has success with that, and the doctors and the nurses will do all they can to make that successful for him. And we'll pray for you and your family through this difficult time.
Yes, sir.
So you said you had to, kind of stop playing for a while, and then you came back.
Yes, sir.
Was it a difficult transition for you to have to lay off for a couple of years and then, want to come back? Did you want to come back? Did you think, well, I'm not going to do this anymore?
If I'm being honest, football found me again.
Okay.
And I know this is my passion for sure.
Gotcha.
Like I told you before, I stepped away from football, which was correct. I enrolled myself into junior college. And funny enough, the football team from that junior college found me.
Okay.
Which I heard about them before. But as they found me, I decided to let me look at one practice. I looked at one practice. I got in contact with the coach, and he pretty much was just like, we have equipment for you. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, that week we traveled up to West Point, and we played Army.
Wow.
And I was the starter. Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir.
That had to be a heck of an experience for you to go to West Point and play Army at Army.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir. So like I was telling you before, that definitely comes with a lot of experience.
Yeah. Well, it's so refreshing to hear you speak such positivity, Carlton, in the experiences, because some guys might have just said, well, football is not in my future anymore. 2 years away. I hadn't done the workouts. I'm not in condition. It's a lot of things missing from 2 years of football that you want to get back to. So when you found out that they wanted you and you did get back, did it take you long to get back into football shape?
Not really.
Okay.
Funny enough to that story as well. I was doing a little bit of quarterback personal training.
Okay.
Under an organization called Raw Talent Sports.
Gotcha.
So that pretty much kept me in shape, and that also kept my sanity as well.
Well, that's a whole nother part of this equation, man. I mean, your physical part, yeah, but mentally.
Yes, sir.
The mental part of you adjusting to being away from the game you love and having to balance that between family matters of the heart and your own matters of the heart wanting to play football. I mean, I'm sure it was a struggle mentally.
Yes, sir.
Who or what helped you get through much of that?
My pastor and first lady,
Okay.
Superintendent Gregory E. Jordan.
Okay.
My parents as well.
Okay.
For sure. And I can give that to my grandparent as well.
Okay. Is that both grandparents or just one?
Just one. Just one.
Is grandmother, grandfather?
My grandmother.
Okay. All right. Very well, you know.
She definitely keeps me on high hopes. So
yeah.
She played a will part of that.
Like most grandmothers do.
We gonna pray for sure.
Right? Yeah, you know, you baby, but boy, will she get with you if she has to.
She gonna lay hands.
Yeah, well, you know, for those of us who come from the families where grandmamas definitely will lay hands. Oh yeah, you know, it's like you baby, you don't want to play with grandmama now.
That ain't the one.
Well, that's fantastic, man. I mean, I'm glad to know that your family roots are so strong. So, getting back to football, you got back into it mentally, physically. So, do you feel like this was a second life that you got because you got a chance to come back and play, and now you're playing at a Division II level, and you're playing in a totally different kind of environment?
Yes, sir. And when you say environment, we're just gonna say it, HBCU. That was definitely something I wanted to do since high school.
Okay.
And the fact that I did go to a school that was considered a PWI, it was a culture shock to me, coming all the way down here. So when you say a second life, totally, it was a refreshment. It was like my dreams was coming true. It did come with something, but it was like my dreams was coming true.
Well, Carlton, I would be remiss if I didn't say, well, now I'm really surprised that Central State didn't come and talk to you about coming.
See,
they're in Ohio too.
Yes, sir.
So that might have been that HBCU experience, man. But what has the HBCU experience been like for you?
It's been great. It's been great. And when I say it like that, it's just like waking up every day and not being insecure about anything. Seeing my people every day.
Every day.
Whether it's in business casual, whether it's in business like mindsets, everything. Okay. So just seeing my people in all shapes and sizes, really. It's been amazing.
Well, I can tell you from experience that experience, man, definitely helps to grow us all up, man. But you know, the friendships and the relationships and the bonds we grow with those type of environments over time, man, it's priceless.
Yes, sir.
It's priceless. So I think you had the best of both worlds because you got a chance to experience one, and now you experience another, and you can compare and say, well, you know, I'm a pretty well-rounded guy because I know what it takes to operate in our social environment in America. So yeah, that was a great thing, man. That was a great thing. Well, Carlton, I got to take this quick time out, man, and talk a little bit about some things from an advertising standpoint. Then I'm going to talk about my high school guys, and we're going to come back and we're going to finish talking about this phenomenal experience you're having there at Allen University.
All right, let's do it.
All right. We'll be right back to talk with more of Carlton Yarboro's time at Allen University. But in the meantime, I want to just let you know that, hey, if you have not gotten a copy of my book, The Forgotten Quarterbacks, there you see it right there, that book there, The Forgotten QBs, the little-known history, facts, and information about Black quarterbacks, hey, you need to get your copy because if you want to know some of the stories, some of the information, or whatever about Black quarterbacks from 1903 to 1990 at all levels from many, many different schools, This book has that information and the statistical information for a lot of great HBCU quarterbacks to go with it. Only $35. Go to our website, check it out. And if you're interested, we take both Cash App and we take Zelle. So you can Zelle us the $35. Shipping is free. 904-994-2189. Cash App $Q5back44. And we will get you a copy of your own The Forgotten QBs. Now, we've told you that this is edition 1. We will be working on the next edition that will take you from 1991 to the present. So it will probably be a much bigger book because there are more guys to talk about. But anyway, The Forgotten QBs, written by me, W. Earl Kitchings. And if you haven't gotten it, your library is empty. That's all I can tell you. Now, let me go to my high school guys for the quarterback of the week at the high school level. This young man, Armand Parker. Armand Parker plays at, excuse me. He's a quarterback at Locust Grove High School. And we're happy to have him as our quarterback of the week. I think I got that incorrect. He's from Georgia. I want to say outside of Atlanta. I think I made a typo there, but Locust Grove High. Last week he threw for 481 yards, 6 touchdowns in an air assault against Woodland High in a 40-0 shutout. Helped the Wildcats improve to 5-1 in the Region 2 Class 4A, 6-1 overall. So our quarterback of the week for high school is Armand Parker. Now, when we talk about the top 15 quarterbacks in our watch list, let me get to those and tell you who they are. Because those guys are special too, and we are happy to have them. So let me give you the rundown on our top 15 guys from the high school level. At number 15, Star Thomas from Orange County High School, Arctic Shadows High School in Cave Creek, Arizona, 1,713 yards, 17 touchdowns. At 13, J.R. Jackson, Alliance High School, Alliance, Ohio. We're going to ask Carlton about Alliance when we get back. 1,757 yards, 16 touchdowns. At number 12, Taylor Lee out of Pacifica High School in Oxnard, California, 1,760, 27 touchdowns. At number 11, Cameron Phillips, a sophomore from Live Oak Cliff High School in Dallas, Texas, 1,771 yards, 24 touchdowns. Number 10, Gavin Gray, a senior from Agora High School in Agora, California, 1,844 yards, 21 touchdowns. At number 9, the guy who put up 800 yards last year in a game as a sophomore, Peyton Houston, the junior from Evangel Christian Academy in Shreveport, Louisiana, 1,890 yards and 17 TDs. At number 8, Jeremiah Latier from St. Cloud High School, St. Cloud, Florida, 1,900 yards, 17 touchdowns. At number 7, Marcus Flowers from Princeton High in Princeton, Texas. He also has 1,900 yards, 15 touchdowns. Number 6, Andre Adams, Antioch High School. The junior has posted 2,005 yards and 22 touchdowns. At number 5, Jaden Rivers from Northside High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, 2,009 yards, 21 touchdowns. So you can see a lot of these guys' numbers are very, very close, which we love to see because it only makes for a great running for the BIP for the high school level. At number 4, his first time on our list, Michael Hill Jr. He's a junior from Merrillville, Indiana, 2,069 yards and 20 touchdowns. Another newcomer to the list is Keneal Sweetwine, a senior from Sky Ridge High in Lehi, Utah. I know you're probably saying, what? Utah, but there he is at 2,200, 4 yards, 25 touchdowns. Staying on our list, moving down to number 2 this week, Deshaun Laporte, the junior from Burbank, California, Burbank High, 2,300, 40 yards, 29 touchdowns, and making his first appearance on our list at number 1, Jamison DeAndre Gray, a freshman from Shelby High School in Shelby, Montana. 2,633 yards, 11 touchdowns. Those are our top 15 black quarterbacks from high schools around the nation. So, hey, if your guy's on the list, cheer him on so that we'll see how he bears out when we get to the BIP awarding. We're going to get back to my guest tonight, Mr. Carlton Yarboro from Allen University. Hey, Carlton, did you hear about the guy, Alliance, Ohio?
Yes, sir. I'm glad to hear that Ohio's getting that recognition.
Yes, sir. He's been on the list now for about 4 weeks. So he's doing really good
climb. Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. And we sent out his information, man, and we got a beautiful letter or email back from his athletic director thanking us for acknowledging him for being on our national high school watch list, man. So, hey, this is one of those phenomenal things we do. But let me just share this with you, man. Last year, the winner of our BIP Memorial Trophy for high school, that got through for 6,000 yards in high school last year.
Sound like nothing but a problem.
Yes, indeed. I think he is now the all-time leading passer in Florida high school football, 6,000 yards in a season. He is now a freshman at West Carolina. Man, yeah, he blew up. And I know a lot of people like to say, well, you know, he played at a small high school. He didn't play anybody. But you know how that goes. He played who was in front of him. He threw it. Somebody's got to catch it.
Yes, sir.
And that's how that goes. So, hey. Alliance, Ohio. Are you familiar with where Alliance is?
Yes, sir. If I'm not mistaken, Mount Union is out there as well.
Okay.
So It's not too far from the Akron, Canton area.
I got you. Well, like I said earlier, man, in that Ohio state, you guys are so close together. I had a great friend was from Columbus. He went to Lyndon McKinley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know about them.
Ken McKinley, yes, sir.
Okay.
They have one of the biggest games as well.
Is that right?
Football Hall of Fame, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I love it, man. I love it. So let's get back to talking about Carlton Yarboro and his transition to Allen University. Currently, you're number 2 or number 3 on the depth chart. Is that my understanding?
Correct.
Okay. And as they always say, man, you just one play away from being the next guy up.
Yes, sir.
You know, not that you're wishing anything happened to Jameer, because, man, he is having a phenomenal season.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's a great thing. Tell me something. When you're in that role of being the backup, what are some of the things you process throughout practice and throughout the games to keep yourself ready to get in a football game?
If I'm being honest, just focusing on our team's language.
Okay.
And that can mean everything. That can mean how we communicate with each other on plays. That can mean our body language.
Yeah.
Just really processing that, so that way when it is my time, it's not a catch-up thing with me, or it's not a slow down thing with me. Okay. That's pretty much the main thing I focus on if we're doing like practices or games or anything like that. Other than that, just pretty much trying to be a leader. I've learned since I was a young child that you don't have to be a captain to be a leader.
Absolutely. I mean, leadership just comes from the embodiment of somebody wanting to direct and take charge to lead others. A lot of people, Carlton, run away from leadership, man.
Oh yeah.
They you say, hey, head this up. No, I don't want to do that.
Some people can't handle it.
Hey, it's pressure. It's that pressure, man. And, you know, like you said, you know, you can talk a good game, but it's not, you can't talk until, you know, after somebody put you in that hot seat. It's like, okay, now what?
Facts.
But as a quarterback, everybody looks at quarterbacks as being a leader, whether they want to be or not. That's what the perception is, and that's what people see. Has that been a problem for you since high school and even now through college to just embody knowing that that's who I am and what I have to be?
Um, Not necessarily. I learned very quickly that it's just a lifestyle.
Okay.
So that's just me doing the little things right. Taking my time, being the first person to show up, the last to leave out.
Yeah.
Just the little things. So uh, I wouldn't say it was necessarily a problem. Learning how to embrace it. But pretty much just embracing it. Just knowing that you have people behind you watching you at all times.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, no doubt about that. Now, what number do you wear at Allen?
Number 16.
Number 16.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
was that your desire to have that number? Was that your favorite quarterback's number? What made you want number 16?
16 was gifted to me actually.
Okay.
I was given 16 because that was my high school number.
Okay.
Before my senior year, I wore number 16, which pretty much I embraced it as a growing process.
Gotcha.
So when I did come down to Allen, and I was told that I was going to wear number 16 again, it was just like it was a dream again. I wouldn't say a nightmare. It was a dream again.
Growing up, man, who were some of the quarterbacks that you really had a real liking for? Who were some of those guys?
We can go college. I'll say Braxton Miller. Braxton Miller is one of those guys. Growing up in NFL, more league, I would say Michael Vick.
Okay.
Cam Newton, of course. But now in modern day, I really critique Jalen Hurts' game.
Gotcha. So as you are looking at a Jalen Hurts and critiquing his game, what are some of the things as a quarterback that you're looking at guys at that level? What are some of the things you're paying close attention to?
Just how fast they process a play.
Gotcha.
So if you're watching on TV, most times people see that a quarterback is making the decision as they hike the ball. But if you actually play football, then you know there's a pre-snap read. So there's a pre-snap read, there's a post-snap read. But I really enjoy about Jalen Hurts how fast he can process a defense, make a decision, and then carry on with his decision. So he makes a decision every time, maybe under 4 seconds. If he does have to extend the play, he does have the ability to run, but his IQ usually bails him out every time.
Is that something that, as a quarterback, you are taught to do, or that's just an innate ability that you're able to process? Because me, myself, I've become a person of critical thinking, and I think that's a processing of information too. So is it something that you've learned to do, you were taught to do? How did you come across being that person to process information?
It comes with the nick of the game, really.
Okay.
So just going with the speed of the game and learning with different experiences every play, you're bound to just learn something. But the first time somebody actually sat me down and explained football to me, that's how the quicker decision making became upon.
Well, who was that person that sat you down, and what were some of the highlights that they pointed out to you to help you be a better quarterback?
His name is Spencer McCourt. He is actually a wide receivers coach at South Carolina State right now, or excuse me, North Carolina State.
Okay.
So just sitting down with him and really critiquing my steps, really critiquing my my high to low read or my progressions. Really, it really slowed the game down for me. So now I understand what to look for when I'm faced with a defense or a defense that's trying to show something, and it just doesn't make sense. They're going to show you something, but it's going to make sense in the long run because they're going to switch over to something else.
Well, that's very interesting, Carlton, that you share that, because to hear that you have to process that and then go through your progressions, because a lot of times when I'm watching quarterbacks and they're not going through their progressions, they lock in on a guy, as soon as the ball is snapped, they lock in on the guy and they just stay locked in. Whereas some guys can go through that progression, and you don't even have to really move your head, man. It's just your eyes watching and moving to know what's going on. But when I see a guy get locked in, man, I get very nervous because it's like somebody else is open, but you so locked in, and as they say, that becomes the analytics or the tendencies, and defensive coaches start saying he has a tendency to do this when this happens. So we're going to play to that and make him. We're going to force him into it, and make it come up where the defense can benefit from that.
Yes, sir.
So, what have you been doing to maybe train yourself to not get in that? I won't say a bad habit, but to get out of that bad habit.
Besides film study,
yeah,
I've learned quickly that things off the field will help you on the field.
Gotcha.
So just the little things as far as like how can I explain this? I would say pretty much just the little things as far as like just keeping yourself in shape, really. That helps. Like, and we might go blind to little things like that as far as like running or weightlifting, but it's discipline at the end of the day. And that's all I'm really getting down to. It's just discipline at the end of the day.
Okay. And would you say that some of those things you want somebody to bring them and point those things out to you so that you can get better, or you're a little bit kind of apprehensive of somebody saying something?
Oh no. I think any words of encouragement help, if we're being honest. Usually I can try to critique myself and try to find it myself. But at the end of the day, I'm not a defensive mind, I'm an offensive mind. So having that defensive mind say like, oh wait, every time he looks right, left, he's going to the right first. Or if he looks left, right, he's going left first. So just having that little things that I might not pick up on that I do every day, that will definitely help me in my game in the long run, especially if I want to get to the league.
Okay. I like to get your viewpoint on the mechanics of today's quarterback from the standpoint of guys throwing passes now, not 100% over the top, but maybe 75% over the top, 25% sidearm. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it's a little different. It is a little different. I grew up playing baseball as well, which definitely I heard a million times, stop with the sidearm. Even before Patrick Mahomes, I definitely heard that. So now hearing that it's embraced, it's definitely a shock culture, or a culture shock, excuse me. But I think it helps as well. It prevents injuries. It shows that quarterbacks have more than one talent. It shows that we can get rid of the ball in different ways. We can get our player, the best player, the ball in any way possible, whether that be a shuffle pass, whether that be a sidearm pass. But moving away from the traditional over the head type of, I think it shows how much power a quarterback really does have.
Okay, I got a hypothetical for you.
Yes, sir.
So the NFL comes calling on Carlton, Yarboro, but there's just one caveat to it.
Okay.
We'll get you on our team, but you got to change positions. What do you do?
How soon can I start training?
I love it. Okay, that's honest.
Yes, sir. It's a honest game first. It's a love of the game first.
I hear you. That's honest. And I just propose that simply because oftentimes black quarterbacks are tagged as being athletes, so we can convert them to one of three positions. But some guys in this day and time are saying, I don't care what you offer, I'm not changing positions. So and I say that from the standpoint of having seen so many black quarterbacks have to be converted, man, to some other position. It just is one of those things. It's like, when does that trend stop? I mean, if you're a quarterback, you're a quarterback. I mean, I understand the athleticism. Don't get me wrong. I understand it, but I also understand that if a guy has been doing something all his life and you want to switch him because you think that's going to be best for the team, not everybody gets asked to do that. So I just thought I'd have a little fun and present you with a hypothetical, but I get it.
And it comes with both sides. Like we might have our Lamar Jacksons who have a better outcome story, or we might have our Terrell Pryors who was switched to a wide receiver but had to go to a backup position as a quarterback, and then had to show his talents that way.
Yeah. Well, there have been many, man, and like we were talking about earlier, there's so many outstanding quarterbacks that guys in your era, guys who will be coming behind you, when they know the history and the legacies of guys who came before them and whose shoulders they're standing on, it only helps you to know who you are and what you're all about and what you're capable of, because there have been some outstanding guys. Like I was telling you, one of my favorite guys is from Ohio, and that was Chuck Ely. And the NFL chose not to want to give him an opportunity. So he took his talents to Canada, where he had success, like Warren Moon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We all know the Warren Moon story. He went to Canada, right?
Yes, sir.
But to just give you some additional background, the most prolific quarterback that I'm aware of who played in Canada 23 seasons, 72,000 yards. Yeah. And I like to tell people this because Damon Allen is a treasure, man. Damon Allen.
Oh, yeah, no, he was having fun out there then.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And his brother played in the NFL as a running back, was a Heisman Trophy winner, and he won a Super Bowl with the Raiders. His name is Marcus Allen.
Okay.
But Marcus Allen's brother Damon played 23 seasons in Canada and amassed 72,000 yards. And, you know, when you think about it, and you know, Carlton, we don't even talk about the amount of time you guys spend in practice.
Oh, yeah. That's what most of the players happen.
Exactly. So, you know, when we're talking about, you guys got on the field, dude, you just don't understand how much time we spend in practice.
No, for sure.
In the film room. So when you add all those hours up, man, that's a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of time. And if you've been playing since Pop Warner, I mean, imagine Pop Warner, and then your last 23 years of football are in professional football. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But hey, it is. So what are your aspirations once you finish with college? What are your aspirations? What do you want to do with your life?
Once I finish with college, right now I'm studying in cybersecurity. So I grew a liking in that in high school as well.
Okay.
With Benedictine being one of the private institutions in Ohio, I had a great access to that as well.
Okay.
So getting a liking to that, really just seeing my niche and trying to find it very soon, but not rushing myself.
Yeah.
Of course, I always feel like I'm gonna have some type of space for football, whether that be coaching, whether that be training as well, whether whether it's in my liking that I am playing football still. So, just keeping that around as well. And then, like we talked before, just having my family around me is gonna embrace me in whatever I do.
Well, I mean, that support system is so valuable to any of us, particularly at this stage and age of life, man, because you don't know what's ahead of you.
No,
you really don't. And nobody can tell you what's ahead of you. You just have to wait and see.
Yes, sir.
And like myself, 40 years later, you look back and say, man, if someone had told me I was going to be doing this or that when I was 22 years old, I was like, nah. But we just don't know. But I will always encourage any young person, follow your passion, follow your dreams, man, because that is the fuel that will keep you going. That passion for something you really, 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 really like, yeah, it'll keep you going for a while. Even if you get separated from it, it'll still keep you going because you love to do it. You love what you're doing. So yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, you just keep that fire burning, man.
Yes, sir.
Before we close out, are there any organizations or the foundation, anything like that you want to tell people about that you're involved with?
Of course, I do want to shout out Raw Talent Sports as well. Again,
Okay.
They've been training me since I was a little kid. So
Okay.
Coach Mark Harris is the CEO of Raw Talent Sports. He does all types of training as far as DB training, wide receiver training, lineman as well. He has coached some of the greats that we know and watch every Sunday, like Denzel Ward.
Okay.
So I definitely want to give a shout out to Raw Talent Sports.
Well, big shout outs to Raw Talent Sports, man, because they put something in you, and you are now the next person to pass the baton on to somebody else.
Yes, sir.
And whether it's coaching or anything else, man, hey, somebody poured it into you, as they say, pass it on to somebody else.
Correct.
Well, look, buddy, I'm so happy that you decided to join us tonight, man. So as we get ready to close out, I got to do two things. First, I must put this image up because this is what you're about to embark on. The preeminent fraternity called Quarter Five Back. And by you being on the show tonight, Carlton, Yarboro, you are now a proud and distinguished member of the Brotherhood of Quarter Five Back, the preeminent fraternity for Black quarterbacks, man. Welcome to the Brotherhood, my brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. So we've got some gift packages we are starting to send out. We want to make sure that we can get a address so we can get you yours. I already got it ready to go. I just need the address to put on the package, and you should be getting something within the next couple of weeks. So hang out for a second after we finish the show so I can get that information, and we'll get that out to you, man. But it has been a joy, man, to have you on tonight, and we are just honored and proud that we can continue to have young men like yourself come on, man, because you are the future of not only what we're doing, but being able to help grow up young Black men in the future. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Much love.
Much love to you. Please give our regards to your dad, man, and let him know we're praying for him. Also to your mom, and of course that golden lady, your grandmother.
Yes, sir.
All right. My guest tonight has been quarterback at Allen University, Mr. Carlton Yarboro. Happy to have him on tonight. So we're going to wrap it up here tonight. It's been a great night, a great show. I know everybody's ready to get to Monday Night Football. But until next week, when we bring you another edition of the Post Route, as we always say, go deep and go for the bomb. See you next week, everybody. Take care. Have a great week.